Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to do another breakdown of one of my rifle builds. Today we're going over a custom 11.5 that I built by myself in a basement back when I lived in Iowa. So this has had a bunch of different phases, bunch of different parts, but this is its final-ish build. And today we're just going to go over it. I've been waiting to do this. I've mostly been waiting for a light so people could not complain about my GPR build not having a light, but here we are. I've got a light, got everything to set up. I do not run nods, so I do not have a useless PEC on the end of it. Sorry. Maybe I'll make some more money and get nods someday. However, it's not looking likely. We're going to try and keep this short and sweet. I tend to go off on tangents and rants about random things, and the video ends up being 20 minutes. So today we're going to try and keep it short and sweet, or at least try to. Today, we're just going to go over the basics of the rifle. Just going to go over what parts I used, a little bit into why, and then, yeah, overall shooting. I'll throw in some clips of me shooting this thing. It's a ton of fun to shoot. A little bit gassy with this can, but I do run a different can. I use multiple 5.56 cans on it, but yeah, let's get into it. Before we step off into this journey of breaking down this rifle, I would just like to let you guys know that there is a possibility for you to help me out and make this content better for you guys and more enjoyable for me to make rather than breaking the bank. I do sell hats. I have a couple of t-shirt designs I will throw up real quick, some images of those. Reach out to me if you would like a hat. I do not have the website set up yet. And also, this bag is from Stoke Solutions. They sent me it. I do not have any contract saying I have to shill for them, anything like that. But you can use the code HILL10, that's HILL 10, and that will save you 10% off when using this. They make rail wraps, bags, this is a fat bag, they make a slim bag, they make a bunch of cool products. They help me out, they send me their products, and I use the hell out of them. So, do me a favor, help them out, give them some business, use my code, you help me out. I appreciate it, thank you, that's all I have at this time. The overall goal with this build was a short, compact 11.5 that had decent ballistics, which is better than 10.3 with the 11.5. And basically, I think I accomplished that. I could shoot out to 150 yards, which I know isn't anything special, but very easily. And with this current zero, I got a 36-yard zero on it. It is phenomenal. So, we'll throw up some of those clips, me shooting, but basically, this thing is a ton of fun to shoot. It is a little gassy with this can, and we'll start off with this can, go tip to butt. Basically, I have this can as well. It's an Exogen Defense Fire Team 5.56. Sounds amazing. The gas is great. There's those little vents in the end. I digress. It's a great can. Much better than the Yankee Hill, but the Yankee Hill is obviously going to cost a lot less. So, starting there, Yankee Hill Turbo K underneath this. It's a decent can for the money. It's nothing crazy. Yankee Hill has been around for a long time. It's an older can. Nothing special. On top of that, burn-proof gear wrap. I know some of you are just totally against wraps. I've burned too many things, my legs, ATVs, stuff like that, to not run wraps. I need a wrap for this bad girl. I have multiple wraps for multiple different companies. They just help. Sorry if you hate them. They help me. I haven't had one burn down on me yet. I'll let you know when it happens. Behind that is the Surefire Turbo Mini Scout. I bought this off of TaxSwap used. It's used and abused, but hey, it still works by all means, and it looks great. Completing this full FDE kind of build. Behind that, we'll start with the barrel. The barrel is an 11.5 Faxon. It is in a nickel finish, and it's great. It doesn't shoot that great. I will be totally honest with that. It does not group all that well, but it looks sweet. Once again, this is like a short, compact, danger close, if you will, build. So I do not need any type of supreme accuracy out of it, although it would be cool. Real quick, underneath that can, I totally forgot I have a Reardon brake and then a Reardon device on my can. And basically, I run Plan B on everything. If you look at my suppressor video, you'll see that. They're both in a nickel finish as well, so it looks amazing. Would pull it off, but this brake is currently coming off inside of this can. So we're going to do some gun smithing or some gun goofing after this. As far as the gas block goes, it is a Geisley. It is not adjustable. And then gas tube, I don't know. That doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll get a better gas tube if this one melts down, but I know they make some some pretty cool ones that are more durable. Anyways, on the sides here we have rail scales. I love rail scales. These are the plastic ones, not the metal ones, because the metal ones are egregiously expensive. Anyways, underneath that I have a True North Concepts grip. This is the angled one. I couldn't even tell you the name. It works great. I have a couple of them. I have one for my quad rail, and then I have the Pew Stop behind me too, which I'm not that big of a fan of. These are great. I would get these all day long. They run fantastic. Underneath that, like I said, Stoke Solutions bag. This is their fat one. I need a slim one for this, and I would like to get a rail wrap for this as well at some point. I will have to reach out to Nolan there. Underneath the bag here, I have a little Magpul section of M-Lock or Picatinny, as you were, and I could throw that on a tripod or anything like that. It's nice to have. I put it on almost every rifle just so I can lock it into the duvets that I have. Then Geisley rail. This is the Mark 8. The Mark 8 is great. It is fat. It is heavy, but for an 11.5, this thing is great. I have no complaints. Some people say that this rifle's heavy. Just don't be a little girl and it won't be a problem. No shots at any of my friends that have shot this rifle. Moving back, we have a Castle riser. This is the EXPS 226 riser, obviously for the EXPS 3.0 from EOTech in FDE. This thing's great. I have no complaints. I've not chewed through batteries. I remember to turn off my optic. Shout out to everyone who forgets to do that. Moving back, I have a Geisley upper receiver with a Forward Controls Design dust cover. Love Forward Controls Design. They're great. They're more, they look better. I don't know. I wouldn't say function they're any better, but man, they look fantastic. So that's half the battle, right? And then mil spec forward assist. No big deal. Nothing to focus on there. And then we'll go Radian, Raptor, charging handle, and FDE. This is the one with the little vents, so the gas buster, or I think it's called gas buster. It does make my rifle very dirty, but whatever. I'm getting less gas to the face, especially with this can. The gas is there. With this can, the gas is not there. So if I get a wrap for this, I'll put it on this build. But right now I'm trying to complete the FDE look, which looks fantastic in my opinion. Moving to the bolt carrier group, we have a Rise bolt carrier group. It was on sale. Nothing special. It is in a, what would you say, a silver finish? I don't know. It's held up so far. You can see that it's dirty. I do shoot my guns, believe it or not. We'll move back rather than down from here, but basically I've got the law folder here. Everyone knows about law folders. Some people claim that it decreases reliability. I've had no issues so far. I have 3 of them, and they all run great. Sometimes the little butt plug that's right here will not fit in certain bolt carrier groups, and it'll be a little loose, like the superlative arms. I have that in that 6-arc. It is a little loose in there, but you just have to like finesse it, and then it still functions correctly, but it's just a little loose. And then moving back, I'm running an H3 buffer in this, as long as a Geisley Super 42 spring. I run Geisley springs in all of them just to slow these bag girls down, and I've had no issues. Castle nut, end plate, I think they're mil spec from like AT3 Tactical. They're nothing crazy. I have marred the hell out of them moving this or putting this law on, so that's nice. Get good tools and actually do this correctly, and don't mar up your parts like I did. I went cheap on the little tool, and I have since learned to not do that. So marred up. Anyways, FDE buffer tube. This is from AT3 Tactical as well. It's all right. The color's good. No problem. No complaints here. As far as the buttstock goes, this is the SB Tactical brace. This is the SB3, right? SB3. I'm thinking about switching to an SB4. I think I like the look of the 4 better, but some people like the 3 better. And then this is a Fiberline, or Flatline Fiber Co. Boy, that's a mouthful. This is their little wrap. I know there's a bunch of controversy and laws that are getting goofed up about modifying these, whatever. I am planning on SBRing it and putting this bad girl on it. And then, yeah, running this little barricade stop down here. Obviously, I can use this on other rifles, but I have not on this one because that is illegal. Yeah. Moving down now, we have an Aero Precision M4E1 Pro lower, I believe. Or, no, it's just the M4E1 lower. But, basically, had no complaints. The color, I'm not a huge fan of the color. I should have just got a Geisley lower, honestly, and it would have completed the look. But they were out of stock, and I found one of these at my local Scheels back home. So, I bought it. Do I regret it? Maybe I'll just build another FD rifle and put this on it and then complete this as a Geisley set. Maybe. We shall see. Moving down, I got a Diafrico. I run those on almost everything. The grip angle is something to get used to at first, but man, I'm just a super big fan of these guys. They feel great. I run them. I have 4 of them now. They're fantastic. I'm a big fan. Moving down, I've got a Radian, the 90-degree safety selector. Nothing special here. It does get hung up a little bit, so it's not as like positive as you wish it was. Just because of this trigger, it rolls off the back bar, which is interesting. I don't have other safeties. Like the 50Q from Forward Controls Design does not roll on that. But I think this is a trigger issue, not a safety issue. But yeah, moving on to that. This is the Hyperfire, the 2-stage. I don't even know which one. I'm sure people are going to be just bent out of shape like on the last breakdown video that I don't know the specifics, but my bad, boys, the camera died. Anyways, moving on, I have the mag release is an FDE. It's from AT3 Tactical as well. The other side, let's see real quick, is also an FDE. Bolt release is a Radian as well. It's the really fat one. I mean, this thing is absolutely huge. I wish it was an FDE. It is not. I am ruining the FDE look by one part. Sue me. That is about it for the 11.5 breakdown, guys. This rifle has brought me a lot of attention, especially on Instagram. It was one of my first custom builds, and overall, it is one of my favorites. I really do enjoy this thing. It is super wieldy. I would love to run nods with this thing someday if I become more, I'm not as poor as I am right now. But that's all I got for you guys. Like, subscribe. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day.